We have a familiar face on this Morning Blend. Joe Gebhardt, my colleague. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Bob.
I want to ask you, what's it like covering news in your hometown, which is Jackson?
Yo, man, it has been great. Really being able to tell the stories of a place that I am really familiar with. I like to say that Mid-Michigan overall is my hometown because I was actually born here in Lansing.
Okay.
And then I moved down to the Jackson area when I was a teenager. So I'm very familiar with all of Mid-Michigan, but just being able to get out there and tell the stories that really connect to how I feel about Jackson and tell them to the whole audience has been great.
Why did you decide to go into this industry?
So this is something that I feel like I've always wanted to do, especially ever since I was a little kid. My parents would tell me that back when I was a kid, they would be watching like Good Morning America or whatever morning show, and then I would be mimicking the weather person.
Wow.
Yeah, so it just kind of stuck with me the whole time, and I gradually just ended up here in news, and now here we are.
Speaking about sticking with you, is there a story that really has impacted you that you've covered?
Well, there's been a few. It's been hard to kind of pinpoint one exactly, but the one that always comes to mind is something that we did recently, talking about the Daniel Smith Golf Memorial.
Yeah.
So I was able to speak to Daniel's father, Michael, who is trying to really raise awareness about fentanyl, opioid addiction, which is something that his son unfortunately passed away from.
Yeah.
It was very heartbreaking to hear Daniel's story, but also very motivating to see what Michael has been trying to do to raise awareness for that and keep Daniel out in the spotlight.
Michael's been on Morning Blend a couple of times, and he's just making such an impact, which is amazing. I'm curious, what have you been hearing in the community about our new format at Fox 47?
Well, to be completely honest, at first it was a tough change for them because they're just so used to seeing the same traditional way of broadcasting local news. But as time has gone by over the past few months, people have been coming up to me. They've recognized the work that we've done, and they have told me that it has been a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
It has been something where people really can see that we are more in depth about what we're doing, not just having that superficial layer.
Well, thank you for what you're doing. You're making a difference. Fox47news.com. More information on Joe, Jackson, and all our reporters. Thanks.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate your time.